Hello everyone, hope things are well. Just behind me is the beginning of the construction regarding our Town Moor event next week. Now, the drama is all settled, it's all done. It has been confirmed by Newcastle United yesterday that we do have a bus parade on Saturday. Now, I'm aware across various social media platforms you might have already seen the bus route on Saturday, but today in this video we are going to physically show you the bus route. So for you guys watching, you have the best possible idea where the bus is going to go, the best spots you can get to, and just the best overall, I guess, video experience you can watch and just know what's going on. So we're going to go back to St James's Park now, to the beginning of the bus route, and then we're going to finalise here at Town Moor before the players will then come on Saturday and celebrate the Carabao Cup in front of our supporters. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss this video tomorrow. I feel like it's probably best to separate this into two separate videos because I would almost class it as two separate events. So we're going to do this video tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, stay tuned, and we're going to go back to St James's Park now and show you the entire route. Starting off at St James's Park, this by far, in my opinion, will be the most hectic spot to be at. There's going to be thousands of Newcastle fans, just like the takeover, lined up next to the statues. Of course, cans are going to be out here because you can't drink at the Town Moor, so the cans are going to be out here. Newcastle fans be enjoying themselves here. I know, Lord, this will probably be the closest place you can get to physically. You get close to the coach and get close to the Newcastle United players. I still don't believe this would necessarily be the best spot to stand at now. In my opinion, this will also be the most policed area. So in terms of course, Stuart's, in terms of police officer, they'll be standing up for the coach. They'll be, of course, probably shoving you out of the way, telling you to move, or not be probably the nicest place to be at. So we're going to show you along the route. We're going to show you some little sneaky spots because I'm not doing the route basically. I'm going to be at Town Moor the entire time. So I'm going to show you spots I would personally do if I was going to be taking in the route because there are some very clever and good areas for it to get to where it won't be as busy. But if you haven't ever seen this before, by the way, so we actually have a one-way system here at St James's Park. So you'll see it on a match day, whenever a coach drops players off, you always have to come out here. And I believe, again, the one-way system, I would imagine, is going to work the same for Newcastle United's coach, going to be inside the stadium when it first starts. But yeah, this is where the route's going to start and it will end at the Town Moor. But along the way, we're going to show you now. We're going to show you exactly where the route goes. This is one of just many spots where you can get an amazing shot, an amazing view of Newcastle United coming past on that court. Of course, just seeing the courts come along here as we head towards Gallagher. I mean, St James's Park's there, stacked there. You can see the statues in the background. You can just see, I can just picture now thousands of Newcastle fans. It's just going to be, I guess, running up amongst the streets, just waving and cheering at Newcastle. I think this is one of your best shots to be able to get. If you're trying to get a photography show, you're just trying to perhaps take in a long range of action all happening at once. If you are someone who likes to drink beer, so if you are someone who wants to be in a pub drinking while you see Newcastle coming past, I recommend the terrace area at Rose's Bar. Lovely outdoor bit at the top. Again, raise a glass, take a gulp of that beer when Newcastle comes past again. I think that's a very good area to be at if you are a massive beer enthusiast. You just can't get anywhere without having a pint in your hand. I recommend Rose's Bar in terms of being in a pub. Yeah, it's the most complicated part of the entire bus route Newcastle United has set out. You guys ready for this? It's a lot of information to take in. Please do make sure you take in every word that I say here. Once the coach reaches the bottom of Gallagher, it will turn left. It will turn left and walk Percy Street, and it's a straight line to Town Moor from there. I know, very complicated, but yeah, honestly, that's the only time the bus even turns after St James's Park. It will turn left once, and it's a straight line straight up the Town Moor. So it's a very simple route, easy to navigate, easy to control, and for you guys, I would imagine easy to view. Surely you'll find a good spot to get into. And speaking of good spots, I'm going to head a bit further up now. We're going to tell you some of my personal secret top spots you should get to. make sure to use height as your advantage. Here is just one of many car parks you can get to where, of course, you will be above the players. Just over there, another car park, of course. Being at the Eldon car park, you've got the spiral where you can stand in several places, look over, and if you are someone that isn't too fussed about being up close with the players, but rather want to see the players from afar, where you can take more in, perhaps be less hectic, and just a chance maybe to calm down a little bit rather than being right there in the action again. These sort of spots, you get an amazing view just down there, the players coming past, and again, I feel like this, I mean, it's not a secret spot anymore because I just taught you, but it certainly will be a spot not everyone will think of the top of their head. So again, these sort of areas will be massively beneficial if you are just wanting perhaps a bit of a calmer spot to get to. Of any potential opportunities before the bus gets to Town Moor, we have some areas down there across the Great North Road which might be accessible to the public. You'll probably be able to walk past, but again, the stage is quite close to the start of Town Moor, so the bus is going to likely just kind of come in straight away. So again, I feel like if you're going to be coming to Town Moor, best bet is to try and find someone near the exits. You can try and do both events in one. But again, if you're doing the bus parade, it'd be tough for Town Moor. And if you're doing Town Moor, it'd be tough for the bus parade. So in an ideal scenario, I don't think you can truthfully really kind of enjoy both of them. I think you had to prioritise one over the other one. Now, for me, I am prioritising Town Moor. I've seen from here, look how far away the stage is. I am not, under any circumstances, doing the video from like here when the stage is down there. It's just not happening whatsoever. So, of course, I'm going to be quite close to the stage, or at least I'm going to get as close as possible to the stage. Again, if you are wanting to, of course, do St James's Park and do the bus parade, and you're going to have a bad spot for Town Moor. So it depends which one you want to do. I feel like it's perhaps the most important point come out of this video. I don't believe you can truthfully really enjoy both. And I think you have to prioritise one over the other one. And it depends on what side of the fence you sit on. For me, obviously, I do what's best for me to enjoy as a fan, and of course, what is best to me to do as content. And I feel like the Town Moor one for me is probably the better out of the two overall, of course, for you guys to enjoy as well. So I'm going to do that one personally. But again, it's up to you. Your preference, your choice, to make the most out of it and enjoy your Saturday, because it's going to be a good one. The overall route, we're going to show the map of it on screen now. Probably only about 2 miles long, which some of you may feel like it's a bit too short. But you've got to remember, the coach, it's not going to be speeding past everyone. The coach will be going quite slowly so the players can take everything in. And even though it's not the biggest bus route ever, it's still going to be quite a long duration. I still think it will take a lot of time. So again, just enjoy it. I've showed you plenty of good spots in the video. Just find what suits you, find what's best for you, and of course, love it. Enjoy it, get a few cans out, take it all in, and enjoy the fact that Newcastle has now won silverware. And of course, sky is the limit. I think Newcastle can achieve more. But take care. Of course, tomorrow we're going to show you the Town Moor stuff. We're going to show you what's happened so far. We're going to answer your questions regarding Town Moor. Appreciate you watching, and we will see you all in the next one.